Did you know that your church could be spending $3,300 on software that you could be getting for free? Today, I'm revealing 15 professional grade software tools that churches can get for absolutely free or at massive discounts. And one of them is actually a massive grant that saves churches $10,000 a month. And in my experience, 90% of churches don't even know that it exists. As a pastor, I've personally saved our ministry thousands of dollars by using the exact tools that I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to teach you how you can do the exact same thing. Let's do this. Well, hey guys, I'm Thomas here from Reach Right. We put out new content like this every single week. So if you're a church leader and this is the kind of thing that interests you, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit that subscribe button. Now, let's face it, the cost of software is only going up. And it seems like more and more companies are trying to get us to sign up for subscriptions for things that used to be a one-time purchase. And if you're anything like me, I'm just not really a big fan of it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact software that my church uses to save thousands of dollars every single year. And I think you'll find that making the switch to some of these will feel almost second nature to you. You'll hardly even notice the difference. I'm going to leave a link down in the description where you can find the download link either to the nonprofit version or the free version, just to make it really easy for you. So the first one that I think that most churches should be using is DaVinci Resolve. Now, you've probably heard of DaVinci already. It's from the camera company Blackmagic Design. They make fantastic video cameras, and they actually released their own software for video editing a few years back. For those of us that maybe used Final Cut on a Mac, or if you're like our team here at Reach Right that uses the Adobe suite, specifically Premiere Pro, you'll find that DaVinci is actually not that tough to make a transition to. In fact, I'd say for a lot of churches, they find DaVinci even easier to use than Premiere. Now, they do have a paid version and a free version, and in this video, we're talking specifically about the free version. And you don't need any kind of qualifications to get this free version. It's free for everybody. But in my experience, most churches will hardly miss a beat using this product. And here's what's so sweet. Adobe Premiere costs $251 every single year when you buy their subscription, and this free version of DaVinci is totally free. There might be a few reasons why you choose to stay with the paid version of something like Premiere, like my team does here at Reach Right. We actually had our team here at Reach Right test both DaVinci and Premiere, and while we slightly still prefer Premiere and it's worth it for us as a company to keep using that, I think for the most part, churches are not going to miss a beat, and they're going to want to use DaVinci Resolve when they see the differences and how negligible they really are. And if you're coming into this totally new and you don't have experience on another platform, I think starting off on a free version is probably your best bet. The next piece of software is CapCut, and specifically the free version of CapCut. Now, CapCut is great because it's fantastic at making short form vertical videos. You know, the kind you'll put on TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. In fact, it's made by ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, so they know what they're doing in that area. Now, you could use a paid program like Filmora, which will cost you about $50 a year, but I find that CapCut, not only is it free, it's also probably even better than a product like Filmora. Now, I will say this, CapCut over the last year or two has been starting to nickel and dime people a little bit more to try and juice some income out of their software, but you usually can still get away with just the free version, and really the paid options are just kind of more time-saving niceties. But I think the free version is going to be good for most churches, and that's why we put it number 2 on our list. Now, moving on from the video editing side of things and staying in the creative field though, most churches are already using Canva. And in fact, here's what's cool. Canva is actually on our list of software that your church can be getting for free. That's because if you apply for and get Canva for nonprofits, it's totally free for your church. And you're not sacrificing anything here. It's the regular professional version of Canva that nonprofits can start using at no cost to them. I know this, my church uses this, and we don't pay anything for Canva. It has all of the tools and features. You can use a lot of their assets. It really is a no-brainer. All you have to do is hit the link down below. It should take you to the Canva for Nonprofits page, and there you can see that you can apply if you're a nonprofit to get Canva for Nonprofits and save your church a lot of money. If you're using something like InDesign and Illustrator, you're talking about hundreds of dollars of savings every year. If you're already using a paid Canva account, well, you might save $120 a year, depending on what package you're on there. But I find this is great for churches that have a lot of people that want to have their hands in designing creatives for sermon series and event graphics. choice, but they don't want to pay the big price tag. Canva already probably is the best tool and you're probably using it, but I want to make sure you're getting it for free. Next up, we have the Google Workspace for nonprofits. And you're probably already aware of this one too, but a lot of churches I find aren't getting it for free. Now, Google Workspace has gone by lots of names over the years, but basically this is the entire Google suite of office productivity software, including email addresses and specifically the Gmail platform. So what this means is your church can have your own branded email address. So your name at yourchurch.com is what your email address can be. And on top of that, you have Google Docs, Google Slides, presentations, the entire Google Drive system that your church can use for storage. This is a great opportunity because I know my church, we use this to store all of our SOPs or our standard operating procedures, and we keep all of our important documents that people are always wondering, where do I get this? Well, it's all in the Google Drive. I know one thing that I'm asked for about once a week at my church is our branding guidelines, where we have our exact colors and fonts and logo files, having all that content in one place. Well, that's what Google Workspace is for, and you can get this for free. Now, the savings here is pretty amazing, and it really depends on the size of your church, but you'll save $72 per user per year using the Google Workspace for nonprofits. And that's for just one user, right? So my church, we have close to 20 users there. So think of that, $72 times 20, oh, quick math, that's $1,400+ per year that my church saves with this totally free tool. Now there's a short application process, and we'll leave a link down to that in the description. And this is actually something that's a companion freebie to the next one. Number 5, and our biggest cost-saving tip is the Google Ad Grant for Nonprofits grant, which is $10,000 every single month for your church in free ad. Now, we're fudging the rules on this a little bit because it's not really a piece of software that your church uses, in so much that it is free advertising dollars for your church to use on the Google Ad platform. Maybe you don't believe me, what I just said. I'm here to tell you this is the truth. I've helped hundreds of churches get this and manage it and take advantage of it. Google really gives churches and nonprofits $10,000 every single month to spend on the Google Ad Grant. It is an enormous savings. I know my church uses it. We spend a lot of that $10,000 every single month, and your church can probably get it too. The best way to find out is to click on the link down below me here. There I have a Google Grant eligibility checker. This is a totally free tool that I built here so that you can check and see whether your church is eligible and meets all the requirements for the Google Ad Grant. So it's totally free to check it. It doesn't cost you anything. The grant itself is totally free. If you're looking for some help managing the grant, my team is here to have a conversation with you on that. We'd love to talk more. Next up at number 6 is Notion for nonprofits. Maybe you're not familiar yet with Notion, but just to give it to you in a nutshell, it is kind of like an Evernote or a note-taking software meets a Wikipedia software. It's something that really is a handy tool for churches to keep all of their documentation and information and, like I said before, standard operating procedures, keeping them in one specific place. The Reach Right team, we just built our entire playbook here on Notion, and I gotta tell you, for our team, it is a game changer. You can click on any one of these links in our notes and get taken to the exact resource you need, so that basically any team member can pick up where the last team member left off. If someone happens to be out sick or needs to learn a new process, it's all right there. Notion is a fantastic tool that I highly recommend that you check out. I've also seen a lot of pastors using it for sermon notes, and I think it's a pretty cool application. If you use Notion for sermons, let me know down in the comments below. Now, as for the savings, this is one that's not totally free, but you get a deep discount as a nonprofit, 50% right off the top. So what does that look like? It's typically $96 per person per year, and that brings it all the way down to $48 per person per year, which as a Notion user, I gotta tell you, is a huge savings. So whether you're gonna use it personally or just for your church, as long as you're signing up with a nonprofit, you're eligible for the discount, and you should definitely consider taking advantage of that one. Next up, we have the MailChimp free plan. Now, MailChimp is not software that's only for nonprofits. You can get this discount whether you're for-profit or nonprofit or for personal use, but I've found that for the vast majority of churches, you can use MailChimp on their free plan and be well within the limits that they put on you for the number of emails you can send out. MailChimp was actually one of the pioneers, in my view, of the whole freemium model, where since their inception, they've had a totally free to use model that I have used at many different times and my church uses to this day here. And the limit right now is 500 email addresses on your list. So if your church has less than 500 emails, it'll effectively be something that is just as good as the paid option. If you have over 500 emails, well, there's a pretty good discount for churches and nonprofits. It's 15%. So if you're using the free plan, you're going to save yourself about $240 a year as compared to something like Constant Contact, or you'll save about 15% of that if you're using one of the paid options. But either one is great. I find that most small to medium-sized churches will be totally fine with the free option. That brings me to the next one, which is OBS Studio. And in fact, I'm recording this video right now on OBS. Even as a paid company here, we use OBS as opposed to something like Streamlabs or the other kind of pieces of software out there for both live streaming content, but we actually even use it just for general recording. OBS is actually the gold standard in my view when it comes to live streaming, and maybe there's some paid features you can get on some other platforms there, but in my view, there's a reason why most streamers online use OBS still. Yeah, it's free, but it's also kind of the best. OBS is slightly technical, but I wouldn't say it's anything too extreme. I think most churches can get a hang of it, but I think it's great if you're doing live streaming, which in fact I don't recommend for most churches, and I'll tell you why I don't recommend it here in this video. But for a lot of other churches, if you're just recording your services to then edit and put onto YouTube later, I think OBS is probably the best tool. How much do you save over another product? Well, if you're using something like Streamlabs, it'll cost you $149 a year. So OBS is free, save that $149, and you'll probably even get a better experience. Next up, we have QuickBooks for nonprofits. And a lot of people don't really know about this, but through TechSoup, you can actually get signed up and registered as a nonprofit, and then you can get QuickBooks for a deep, deep discount. I'm talking specifically about the nonprofit software, which is an enormous savings over QuickBooks Online. In fact, the price tag on QuickBooks Online as of this recording is $945 a year. And with proof that you're a nonprofit, you can get QuickBooks for nonprofits for only $75 a year. So we're talking about over a 90% discount. It's something that every church should be jumping on. I think for churches that are already using QuickBooks and you're paying a lot of money for it, it really is such a no-brainer. Go through that process, get registered with TechSoup, and claim that enormous discount and start using QuickBooks for only $75 a year. Next up, we have Audacity, which is the tool that we've used for years to do all of our audio editing so that we can put out both an audio and a video podcast each and every week. We put on some audio tags and don't do a lot of heavy editing, but Audacity more than takes care of all of our needs there. It compares up pretty nicely with Adobe Audition, which is probably where Audacity got its name from, Audition, I would say. But I think, in my view, the products are just about comparable, and you might as well save the $251 a year that Audacity saves you. So make sure you get on that. Next up, we have Trello, which is a great project management software. I've used all kinds of project management softwares. In fact, my team here at ReachRight right now, because we're not a nonprofit, we use Asana. I find that Trello stacks up pretty nicely with Asana, almost on the same page in my view. And if you're a nonprofit, you can actually get Trello for 75% off. So doing some quick math, we actually spend about $131 per user per year for our project management software. If we could get 75% off of that, that would take our price way down and be a huge cost savings for our church. If your church isn't using a project management software, I think it's something you probably ought to play with a little bit. There's so many moving parts in running services on a Sunday, or planning for events that you have coming up in your church, or major initiatives and things that are moving forward, or graphic design projects, or any number of things. And a tool like Trello or Asana or Monday.com, those can be really useful to keep an entire team of people on the same page. Now, if you're the only person on a team at your church and you're a brand new church start, it might be a little bit of overkill. But if you have more than 3 or so people, I would say, it's probably time to start looking at a project management software. In the end, it'll take a little bit of time to learn, but I think in the long run, it'll make your life so much easier. You'll want to check that out. Next up, we have Slack, specifically the free version of Slack. Now, there was some question a while ago because Slack does have a product that they offer for nonprofits, but unfortunately, they've made some changes recently, and it seems like they're no longer giving that to churches. So if you're watching this video and you're not technically a church, you might still be eligible for the discounted nonprofit version, but for most of us, I think the free version of Slack is probably gonna be okay for most small to medium-sized churches. There's some limits on how many messages you can have on there, so you might not be able to use it to trace back messages that maybe your church sent 3 years ago, but in the end, how often do you really find yourself looking for those kinds of conversations? Really what we use Slack for is for day-to-day communication. Rather than having us send emails back and forth or text messages to one another, we have this one central communication hub, and for us, that's Slack, where we have most of these kinds of conversations. Now here at ReachRight, we use Slack and we pay $87 per person per year. At your church, for the free version, you'll pay nothing, so it's a huge cost savings. If you're a church where you have staff and maybe volunteer leaders of 10 people, well, Slack would cost you $870 a year if you were to pay for the full team version. But if you go with the free route, which I think again will be okay for most churches, you'll save all of that money. So it's definitely something to take a look at. Next up, we have Zoom for nonprofits. And now most of you, I'm sure, already use Zoom, at least in some capacity. If you survive the pandemic, chances are you use Zoom for your small groups or maybe even some of your church services for a while. But did you know that Zoom has a 50% nonprofit discount? If you're paying full price, stop. Make sure you get that discount, get on Zoom. I won't spend a lot of time explaining what Zoom actually does, but you remove all of those limitations that you have with the free version of Zoom, and you get a paid version at a 50% discount. So if you need to do meetings that are longer than 30 minutes, and that's something where you want to have more people involved in it, it's probably a good idea to get a paid Zoom account and get this discount for your church. Number 14 is kind of a tricky one because I spent a lot of this video telling you about replacement products for the Adobe suite. We talked about replacements for Premiere and Audition and on Illustrator, but what if I told you if you really liked the Adobe suite, you actually can get Adobe for Nonprofits, which gets you the entire suite for only $19.95 per month. That is a huge savings because I know as a business, I pay $59.95 every single month. So you get a 2/3 discount off the normal rack rate for the Adobe suite. And they are notorious for not giving any kind of breaks or any kind of discounts. We pay full price here at ReachRight. So make sure you take advantage of this. If you are someone that is married to using the Adobe suite of products, well, you do have this really great advantage. I know what I said earlier, but here's kind of a secret. My church uses the Adobe suite as well, at least one or two of our creative people, because they're just so comfortable with it. And at $20 a month, it just kind of makes sense to help with their output. So if you love the Adobe suite, well, don't worry, we got you covered. And last but not least, we have Wave Financial. Now, what is Wave Financial? We don't have any kind of a sponsorship with them or anything, but it is a completely free online accounting software that can be used, and I think it's best for small to maybe medium-sized churches. They have a totally free plan that might not make sense for every church. It really depends on how many transactions you're doing, but for those that it makes sense for, it will save you a lot over something like FreshBooks or QuickBooks Online, which we talked about earlier in this video. Now, the great thing about Wave Financial is it's totally online, totally web-based. That's what its native language is. It didn't start out like QuickBooks as something you would download and put onto your computer, but it's actually something that lives online in your browser. You can take it anywhere you go. As long as you have an internet connection, whether you be on a phone, a tablet, or on a computer, you have access to Wave Financial. I really do like the interface, and while my church doesn't personally use this because we're a little bit too big for it, I think it is a good choice for a lot of small to medium-sized churches. As I said in the beginning, I have left a link down in the description below for every one of these software options. Be sure to check out some of these. None of these are paid sponsors of ours. We don't get any money if you use any of them. These are not affiliate links or anything like that. It's just us trying to share the wealth with you. We actually did a different video that goes into some of the specifics of how you get the totally free for nonprofit versions of a lot of these software options. I think that's the video that you should check out next. Here's a link.